What are we doing? Alrighty. Right to the top.
Have you been in any other con?
Oh, Peeves is here. No, I can't interact with the owl. Oh.
Hello there.
Oh, it's him. I thought it was the
Do I
the
recall
the
you
Gryffindor.
saying that you speak gobbledygook? I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade? It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help? Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous? I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's. Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better. Lodgok is waiting. Should we go? Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
It made me laugh at the beginning. I was like, oh yeah, we'll keep it secret between us and all. How many students he is involved with this? It's just like, what? All the way down here, and we'll go there. There we go. Need to put that waypoint on the map, don't I? Alrighty. Merlin trial, Merlin trial.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
Let's try this, but I've got to try and remember how to do these as well. Alright, now what has that done?
Revelio.
What has that done? Get on the broomstick, we'll probably be able to see what it's done in the air. No, I cannot see for the life of me. But, because we're over here and we can see them, we'll grab these balloons. Alright, let's get here. Well, we have to wait like we normally do. Oh, he's there. Ooh.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course.
It's an ambush.
Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor.
Oh, so he's
and his
crazy.
Blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metalworker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it.
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door, or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Alright. Goblin mine, goblin mine. Alright, it's just from there. Still wondering what that Merlin trial activated. Lots of this stuff around there.
The door is looking at us.
Ah, so this is like those chests then. Oh, no, I want you.
Yes, of course.
And that acts exactly like the chest as well. So it's like, what?
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
We could tell he doesn't get out of the classroom much then. Yeah.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift.
Incendiary.
Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe there's a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing it was something else altogether. How nice of you to stop by.
I love how we're being gotta be stealthy, yeah, we're using all these freaking spells.
Enemies than these.
Ranrock is sure to appreciate the extra work we're doing. What's going on out there? Where have those plans gone? I had schematics in my hand a moment ago. Watch your step round here. Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right.
Oh, that's from the pipe, that's what it is. Alright, we'll wait for them to...
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit me, sit
Yeah,
around all
wait
day.
for him to
Mind you,
go back to not caring, and then we'll use... Yeah, like them.
everything's fine.
Then we'll use for typical hotels, but no, it's two simultaneously, that's the only thing. I know we've got the upgrade so it does more, but I don't know how it's gonna work.
Watch your step round here. Someone's here.
Incendio.
What?
Oh, crud.
Ranrock cannot know there was a human here.
And you won't, because you won't tell him, will you? You did.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Repairer.
We're being watched. By a door.
Always makes me wonder for them. It's just like they're scared and they're wondering what the hell's happening when they get open, but it's just like, isn't that meant to happen? And if I go back out here, will this now work?
Accio.
Yes.
Revelio.
No, I just want...
Revelio.
like a
Continue.
character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Could you please try not to sound like such a
Let's
nerd?
take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if I see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Yes, I think there's quite a few. I can't tell. I mean, if it's the blue ones anyway.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large.
Revelio.
What? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Who do you think you are?
Protego!
Let's get this over with.
Nope, not that.
Levioso!
Call that space? I'm a goblin, not a... How the hell rather unwise coming back this way. Was that your best?
Levioso!
It's ruthless.
Gryffindor!
It'll smell the glove off of it.
Levioso!
You get out of your sight. I've been fighting since you bought his
Gryffindor!
I won't rest. That was meant for me. I'll bury you in the deepest
Pity! Protego! Defender! Expelliarmus!
What the hell?
Descendo!
You can't slice it! You won't stop me! Defender! Levioso!
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler.
What the hell?
This place
Why
is
did I do
more
that?
complex than I had expected. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Incendio. Revelio.
I wonder if the boiler powers the lever. I suspect it must.
Accio.
Finding all these hidden chests about. But the question is, I keep doing these levers and stuff. What are they actually doing? What I don't know is actually unlocking the way forwards, probably. And I'm just casually walking through, not realising it.
Revelio.
That's the door, isn't it?
Lumos. Lumos.
No, I didn't know there's another way here. Looks like we might have to come back the way we came. We'll go this way.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not
Lumos.
careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Revelio.
Very good getting some of these leaves actually, because obviously they make wiggle potions.
Revelio.
More goblins.
Incendio.
Your spells glance off at me. But this is sad. I won't rest until you're dead.
Incendio.
That was meant for me.
Defender. Glacius. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
Prepare to surrender now. Do you think this is funny?
I thought it was very funny.
Was that your best? Let's get one less human to worry about. You won't get away with that. Pity, not quite. Rather avoid coming back this way.
Glacius. Expelliarmus.
Are you sure you're not easily diverted? I won't rest until.
Defender.
Not quite.
Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defender. Revelio.
Always makes me laugh when you find out there's one that doesn't notice at all.
That should be the last of them I'll meet.
Yeah, in this area.
Revelio. Revelio.
Yeah, can't do that yet. Gotta go through here first. Do that. Come back through. Pull that.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Lovely.
I need a moment to
Spontaneity
catch my
arrives.
breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Oh no. Yeah, I've still got to do them, haven't I? All these odd and sod quests I got to do.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Well, the question is, what's got to be out here?
Can we please talk about what...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
See, it's like he's one of these people that like you know they're stuck in their way, you know, oblivious to stuff around, you know, to the world around them, and then when they get noticed and shown it, they're just like, oh shit.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard.
See, it all comes
I'd never
together.
been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
Power corrupts.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war.
I have bad feeling
I will
about
find
later on.
out what Ranrock knows.
Obviously, I
Watch
only
for
can
my
guess
hour.
Ramrock is probably going to be the final boss for this game, but I've got a feeling that he's gonna we'll go through the trials, we'll get to the very last bit, and then he'll find it or something like that. But with all that, today that's going to be it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like and subscribe if you're watching on my YouTube channel, and I hope you follow me if you're watching on Twitch. I will get back to Hogwarts week after next, because Tuesday will be continuing with Minecraft. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you class yourselves, and I'll catch you in the next one.